I'm one of these people who's rather notorious for answering questions that aren't supposed to be answerable simply because I just answer them. There's a rather simple problem, and it's attributed to many, many sources, and a lot of people are doing videos going through a garden path of it, but it's pretty simple. In China or some foreign country is usually referenced. If a ship had 26 sheep and 10 goats on board, how old is the ship's captain? Now, there are many ways to answer this, but the correct answer is there isn't enough information to answer it. I'm going to do the most direct answer. What's the age limit for a captain? Minimum. And I pinned it under one of the videos here. Depending on the owner of the boat, company, or maybe it's a military, or the country it's flagged under, they do have age limits. It can be 18 minimum, 19 minimum, 26 or 28 minimum by practicality or bare minimum, and 40 plus years of age in very common usage in the military. When any crew member age limit was cited at one time, it was the age of 16 for crew members. And to act as a captain, being an acting captain, or to take command and behave as captain, was 18. This is an actual declaration that's the minimum. The next minimum was a requirement of the age of 19 for commercial captain's license for anyone who wants to get paid to drive any boat to be designated legally wherever there's a limit. There's very few. At sea, the limitation is null and void. It's whoever's actually in control of the crew and or boat. If there's only one person aboard, that is the captain. So it can be any age. Naval officers might command a capital ship in their 40s. The reason for this is pretty simple. Some companies and militaries require 10 years experience as a deck officer or a deck hand to become a ship's captain. So it would be 26 or 28, depending on their minimum age to even be a member of the crew. Some ships have a requirement that are different than that. The U.S. Coast Guard's captain's license credential requirement is the age of 18 minimum. That just means that you're getting a license, like the other thing, for you to declare yourself a captain as a profession. And the word profession in most countries means you're being paid to do the activity. You're not doing it for your own personal gain directly. You're being paid to do it. And then we get to the actual question. If a ship had 26 sheep and 10 goats on board, would it be an example of someone transporting their own personal possessions, animals, or doing it for hire? In every case, the bare minimum is 18 or 19, depending on where you are and who is running the ship. Now, in this one, the media the real story is the problem was actually devised years and years ago to teach a valuable lesson about math class in general. But let's try a very simple one. Let's repeat the exact copy of the one that most people refer to. If a ship had 26 sheep and 10 goats on board, there isn't a mention of a captain, so the maximum age for a goat and the maximum age for a sheep becomes the answer, because you could just declare one of them to be in charge of the rest of them. Since sheep tend to follow and goats tend to be bossy, the maximum age for a goat. I'm not kidding about it. The idea with this question is very straightforward. If I ask you, if I have 6 apples and 3 rutabagas, calculate the distance between the Earth and Sun. You would just look it up or maybe do a calculation based on some ratios, but you would just answer the question. I haven't asked you a question about the rutabagas or whatever. There's a boat with some animals on board. What's the age of the captain? Indeterminate, but minimum 18. That's it. That's the youngest age. 18 or over. Since there's no maximum age, it's 18 or over. The answer is correct. This is a little bit like saying calculate A minus B. The actual answer, if you're not aware of it, is that you simply write down A minus B equals A minus B. Because it's the only thing you can say as an answer, because you're trying to balance the equation. Whatever the quantities are, they should work. Except there are examples of things you could put in A or B that would make it to where it wouldn't work out properly, but that's another video. So the answer is, how old is the ship captain? 18 or over. And, or if you decide the captain is going to be the goat, not the sheep, because the sheep don't lead, they follow, and goats are actually used to lead sheep, the leader of the ship would be the oldest goat or the dominant goat. In some cases it's a male or female. Sometimes it's the younger or the older one. But the maximum age at that point would be done. What is the world's oldest goat? Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with it.